I'm here again with Opambo, and in today's video, we are going to address some of the questions that you raised in the comments in our last video, and also in the WhatsApp group. Those of them that are in our WhatsApp group. So, Opambo, once again, I welcome you to
thank you for having me, bro.
Our platform.
Yeah.
So, in the past few weeks, most of the students have been asking about the visa questions concerning taking a student loan for their studies.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are asking questions about how to repay their student loans and how much they are expecting to pay in their first semester as in interest. And then also some of them are asking about how to answer the questions when the visa officer asks them about funding. Okay. So today we want to go deeper into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. For the loan interest payments, at MPOWER they know the amount of work as intentional students you can do whilst in the US.
Okay.
They know this in advance. And they started way back in 2014.
Right.
So you watching us, you won't be the first and you won't be the last. So everything has been calculated.
Okay.
Your job is to know the right thing to do at the right time. So for the interest, they shouldn't worry about the interest.
Okay.
Because we are all paying the interest here. We are surviving.
Yeah.
So they are not of exception.
Okay.
Right. So with the aspect of the visa interview, I think this whole conversation will center around that, and I'll delve deeper and show them practical steps and approaches they can use to get the better of the views, and then for them to come and realize their potentials in the US.
All right. So guys, like I said, Opambo is here today to address these questions. So today I'm going to play the role of the students.
Okay.
So that I can ask from their perspective, since I've read most of the questions in the comments. Okay, so Opambo, assuming I'm a new student, I'm coming to study in the United States. I've got my loan approved by MPOWER Finance, and I've got my loan sanction letter. And then I've booked my visa appointment to the embassy. So now I arrive at the embassy, and the visa consular asks me, how am I planning to fund my education?
Okay.
So let's start from there. How am I planning to fund my education? How answer would I give?
Oh, that's a great question, Joe. And those watching us are privileged because I've engaged with you one-on-one.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, from the horse's own mouth, I met a view in Accra before I came to US.
Okay.
So I asked her categorically that why is it that they deny people with MPOWER loans?
Okay.
Because in terms of funding or financials, loan is one of the most important and stable source of funding that an applicant can get. You can bring in bank statement from your uncle. It could be a fabricated bank statement, a concocted one. Even if your uncle having that money, if you come to the US, your uncle may decide to pay or not.
Your uncle can die too.
You understand? Yes. So with the loan, you're guaranteed financial stability in the US. So the view made it clear to me that to her, MPOWER acts as predators.
Okay.
In a sense that whenever an applicant applies to their loan, they just give them the visa.
Okay.
This is what she's saying, but that's not the truth.
No, that's not the truth.
Because you and I know that MPOWER, they do due diligence.
To the students they sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. But per the information she has, from her point of view, that's what she's saying.
Okay.
So she said that. So for you to be approved with MPOWER loan, it means that you should be able to be strategic and know how you're going to pay your interest.
Okay.
Initially, those viewers were not privy to whether we pay interest or not whilst on
campus. Not even aware of that.
But as time goes by, we go on and we go in and we give information to the viewers. Oh, I have an interest to pay. I have this to pay.
Yeah.
And they are human beings.
Yeah.
And we always say that the only constant factor in life is change.
Yeah.
So they keep on learning to improve on what they do.
Okay.
So based on their findings, they realize that students come in without any knowledge about how they're going to pay back their loan. If they see you to be that person, they're not going to give you the visa. It means you will come and you struggle.
Yeah.
So as a student, in broad perspectiveness, you should be able to plan how you're going to pay your interest. If you do that, any viewer would know and think that yes, indeed, this person is a bona fide student.
Okay.
Now, I have a friend, he's in Chicago, Illinois State University. Initially, it's a myth that once you take MPOWER loan and you go for interview, you'll be denied.
Yeah, people had that kind of ideas.
So my friend got his first visa interview appointment. That was last year with MPOWER loan. He got denied.
Wow.
So this friend of mine came back, sat down, read transcript from Indians. You know, Indians they take a lot of loans.
Yeah.
You understand? And he realized something from the transcript he analyzed. He found out that when they go, they have what you call payment plan. And before that, people will go, I have MPOWER loan, nothing more, nothing less. You don't see anything again. But he realized that the East Indians are able to explain to the VO how they're going to pay back the loan while they're on campus, and how they went about paying the loan. So if you're able to convince the VO in that aspect, it makes the adjudication very simple for the VO. Okay, for this person, he sat down to analyze the inherent risk in the loan. So this person can mitigate for all the risks that comes with the loan. And it tells you about your character as a student. Now, back to my friend. My friend has been denied, right? He didn't blame on the VO, blame the issue on the VO that the VO denied him.
Or blame it on the loan.
It's because I couldn't defend my point. Let me go back, sit down, just do self-introspection. So he came back, read transcript from the Indian, and realized that, then my approach was wrong initially. Let me re-strategize. Ironically, this time around, he took more loan, around $88,000. And he went for his second attempt in January. When he went, he met a white lady. And the viewer was, you have a loan, $88,000, it's huge money, how can you pay? He said, officer, I applied this loan with my dad. So in this case, my dad was my co-applicant. We sat down to plan as a family that I need to go to school. But because of family engagement and other things, my father is not in a better position to sponsor me at this material moment. However, MPOWER loans, financial service, they are there to help students like myself to get quality education with affordable interest. So I sat down with my dad, went through their terms, and we got the loan approval letter, and I'm here with the loan. And in terms of how to pay back the interest, MPOWER, knowing the strength of international students and the kind of work they do, because officer, in the US as international students, you're only required to work only 20 hours in a week. So MPOWER, they know all this.
Minimum wage.
You understand? In minimum wage. So they don't expect you to pay so much in loans or in interest, so to speak. So my friend was able to articulate well, explain to the view that look, my father is even renovating one of our apartments that he will be putting out for rent. And this apartment generates like $1,000 per month. So out of this $1,000, my father has dedicated half of it that will go into the payments for my interest, so that I can be focused on my education, and then my loan, my father will take over the interest. This works perfectly, and he got his visa without stress. For me, I use MPOWER, but the way I answered my question, I wasn't even asked about how I'm going to pay.
Me too. I wasn't even asked about how I'm going to pay.
You understand? But where I stand and where I sit, I've engaged so many people using loans, and I know a lot of payment strategies. So this is the one I've shared. Another point could be that you work for a company and you use study leave letter. Now look, I work for company A, right? So the company A has seen potentials in me. As an electrical engineer, they want me to further my knowledge. And as part of supporting their committed employees, they do this on a yearly basis. So my company is giving me this study leave with 50% of my salary. And I'll use this 50% to service the interest whilst I study. Now, people just fabricate any study leave letters. They go to the extent of even verifying. And
that's true.
You should be ensured that the letter you are sending there is genuine. So that's another point. Study leave letter also works. Also, you can use personal savings. That's what I used, but I wasn't even asked. So if you work for some time and you save some money, you can tell the consultant and officer, I know education or master's degree is a personal development venture. So in view of that, I started saving towards my education some years back. So I've been able to save XYZ amount, $5,000, $2,000. And going to school, I know that there's a financial burden that comes with studying in America or a foreign land. So for me not to struggle, I have this amount. It should present a bank statement that I'll use it to service the interest. It also works. If you are an entrepreneur and you have your own business, you can also use the business certificate.
Okay.
An officer, I'm in Ghana. I have this company. I do this, I do that. I generate this income per month. So whilst I'm away, if I have a wife, my wife will take care of my business, or my mom will take care of my business. And in doing so, I'll be able to generate money to fund my education in terms of the interest payment. Because, officer, MPOWER has given even personal living expenses.
Yeah.
That will help me to be comfortable. But I'm only obligated to pay some percentage.
Okay.
That's around below $300 a month.
Okay.
And this business can help me do that without any financial constraints or restraint. So if you tell the consular this, there's no way your visa will be denied. Trust me.
Yeah, I think I also had some students speak with me on that same matter, and I told them, even if you don't have any savings, or let's say if the person does not have all we talked about, for them being sanctioned the loan alone, the amount of money MPOWER is giving them as personal expenses is enough to cater for their interests without them working.
You're right.
I
agree with you. I agree with
because
you.
If you are getting about $8,000 per semester to have as a personal expense, okay, and then your loan payment is $200 or let's say $220 a month. It means for your 3 months in a semester, you are paying about $600.
Let's say you make more $1,000.
So let's assume you are not working. If you subtract $600 from $8,000, you still have $7,200 to spend. And so you can tell the consular that per the agreement of my loan with my loan servicer, I'll be given an amount of $8,000 in personal expense per semester. And my loan payment, you have to let the consular know that the amount you're paying is really irrelevant.
Yes.
So you tell the consular that my interest payment per month is only $200, which means for the duration of the 3 months of a semester, I'm only paying $600. So if I subtract that $600 from my $8,000 in personal expense, I have about $7,200 to keep on me. And so I'm going to be comfortable and I'll not have to engage in any illegal work.
Exactly.
I think if you're able to say this, the consular is going to grant the visa because it means you have done due diligence to your financial aspect of your education.
Very important.
So students should take note of that. Also, some of the students were asking, you know, we have a lot of rumors going around that even MPOWER does not sponsor Canadian schools and all that, which is not true. But I think the issue was with the personal expense aspect of the Canadian schools. I think for the students in Canada, it's not about MPOWER, it's about the school. Because I think most of the schools in Canada are rather not accepting personal expenses. Because MPOWER is willing to disburse the money. But MPOWER works with the schools. So if your school is not accepting the personal expense, MPOWER is only going to disburse the tuition. And so you have to find a bank statement from your parents or maybe your uncles or to take care of that. So what would you have to say about the Canadian students?
So for, as you said earlier, MPOWER is there for international students like myself to have the quality of the education without, you know, MPOWER was literally formed by international students. So they saw the struggle of international students. I shared it in the previous video that without MPOWER, I don't think we would have been here having this quality time and quality education. You understand? So, but one thing is that MPOWER, they are law abiding and they work, they're very cooperative, they work with institutions. So they can't go behind the
institution and send you personal
expenses, right? But one thing is, if they're taking care of your tuition, it should be enough. So get a statement from your uncle, a friend or whoever, to take care of the living expenses. Because even showing the commitment of paying your tuition, it means you're going to invest in the economy, right? So sometimes they also apportion the blame to the fact that they took MPOWER. I beg to differ. You remember one Nigerian guy?
Yes, I had that issue in one of our WhatsApp groups. And you see, the kind of misinformation some people are passing around is very bad. Because if you have not had an experience with something, or if your consular has not personally spoken to you that this is the reason why, because I have seen a lot of Canadian visa letters across board. I have never seen a Canadian visa letter where they have stated that we are refusing you because you took a loan. Yes. But it's because you see these students and they write their personal statements for the Canadians. You know, for the Canadian, you write statement of purpose. They are not able to explain properly their financial aspects. Because listen, if the consulates don't want you to come here, they will close it down. You can't force them. If Canada doesn't want you to come here, how would they wake up every day, run the consulate, pay workers to review visas? It means they want you to come here. So the question is, what are you doing wrong? Because you write your whole statement of purpose, and I read one student's statement of purpose, and all what he's talking about is what you do in future. Do you think the consular cares about your future?
They care, but there are some relevant points you need to cover.
They are not really interested in you becoming the biggest scientist in the world.
Yeah.
Because they know that their job there is to find out you are a bona fide student. You return to your country after study. Yeah. That's where they are consulars. They are not admission officers. So you should rather ask yourself, how can you prove these things in your statement? Tie your future and everything back to your home country in your statement of purpose, and then write about your finances in your statement. You don't just write a statement of purpose all about your life and then you forget to talk about finances and then you just attach MPOWER loan. It doesn't make sense. You have to say, oh, because you are so eager to this, you have even taken a loan since your finances at home is not up to this level. Yeah, but these students, they don't talk about their finances in their statement of purpose. They don't explain anything to the consular. And then you are expecting the consular to approve your visa by lottery or I don't know. So what do you have to say about that one?
Okay, you see, I always say that there's an old Chinese adage I normally quote that anytime one is ready to learn, the teacher will appear. But you're being made up based on the information you have. Information is everywhere. And even in this 21st century is a new currency. But it's about the quality of information that you get. People go online, read all sorts of things. You know, on the WhatsApp page, remember I was having this back and forth with a friend.
One of the students.
He's just on the internet
reading misinformation
and misinforming people. But we are living the reality. We are giving the what is happening on the grounds, you know. So if you're a student out there and if you want to go to Canada, MPOWER is there for you. Check these approved MPOWER schools, apply to them and get it. And every game there are rules. For US, you know, I shared with you the 5 things you need to certify for a VO to approve your visa. So the finances is part. That is where the loan comes in. Home ties, proving to the VO that indeed you return to your country after your studies. It is the law. They know. And there's a chance for you to stay when you come. But you need to certify that requirement.
You have to be the
then you need to pay your service fee on time. Because without service fee, they can't interview you.
And the service fee in this video, we are going to show you how to pay the service fee from Africa. Because you know most of the African students are not able to pay service fee from Africa. They will have to find somebody in the US. But we have created a means for you to pay it online. Okay, so we are going to attach the website and then we'll talk about it a bit. But that's towards the ending of the video. Right.
And then you need to also prove to the viewer that you're a bona fide student. These same 5 things I'm talking about will still be applicable in the Canadian application. Prove to the viewer that you're a bona fide student. Who is a bona fide student? A bona fide student is someone who knows why he chose that particular school, who knows why he chose that particular university. So in the Canadian Student Loans, they'll ask you, tell us your aspirations, as you said, and why this school, why this program, how will this benefit you? They want to know from you. As a bona fide student, you should be able to know clearly and vividly. You know, this is why they believe in what you call progressiveness. You can't tell me that you're a chemist, right? And all of a sudden, you want to become a visual artist or something. A poet. Or you're going to study music. And with the current insurgence of migration and other things, they know the situation down there. Right? So you need to prove to them that indeed you're a student and your job is to come here to school. I have a friend who is a good firm in Ghana. I'll not mention the company's name. He went to Eswatini, formerly of Swaziland, for his visa interview. Everything went well. And the viewer told the guy that I'm denying you not because you don't qualify. I'm denying you because you just want to migrate. I can see you have a stable job, right? You're working. And you want to go to school and pay this amount. That's what the viewer told the guy. But the same guy went to the same view with the same sort of profile, and the guy got approved. So it begs the question, what did the first guy did wrong? And what did the second guy did right? So it boils down to the information you have and how you present your case.
Information, that's very true. And your confidence.
You get my point. It's about how you present your case. So it's about perspective. Your 6 is my 9. Your 9 is my 6. But at the end of the day, you have one correct answer. So you prove to the viewer that you're bona fide student. You know why you're going to the school. And finally, home ties. That upon your studies, you return to your country. It is the requirement. You should get it straight. It does not mean that once you finish your school, you just ask you to come. No. But the requirement.
To meet the visa.
It's like taking a car. It is required of you to wear your seatbelt. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you can still drive.
And the car will move.
But in terms of accidents,
yeah, you are losing.
You get my point. So this is basically what they can do, right?
Okay.
And they shouldn't channel the energy towards just one thing that, because the loan, no. But be focused, know the rules, and play by them. And I think your visa will be approved.
And guys, if you want to apply to MPOWER for your student loan, you always attach the link in our description.
Yeah.
And also, if you look at the top of the video, you see our referral code. So when you're applying, you have to use our referral code or use our link.
Very important.
Because that is the reason why we're able to come to you every day. Okay, nobody is paying us to do what we do. Whatever we are doing is non-profit. And so if you want us to come every day, you want us to be able to do these videos for you, the least you can do is to use our code and then our link to apply to keep us in business, right? So we can come here and then speak to you. And also, concerning the payment of service fee. You know, most of the African students struggle to pay their service fee, and we have been able to solve that. So we have this website where you can pay your service fee. So what the website does is they take the payment and then they pay it for you in the US. Okay, so you just have to submit some information and then they will do the payment on your behalf. They will pay everything, and we personally, we are in charge of the website, so we know what we are talking about. We funded this program. Is our innovation to help African students. So whether you are coming from Nigeria, not just African students, even Indians around the world. If you want to pay your service fee and you need that help, you just go to the website and then you pay through the website. What they do is the website, they will gather your information and the payment, and then they will do the payment on your behalf. So paying service fee is no more a hassle. You don't need to have somebody in the US to pay your service fee, which is the I-9 one. You can use the website. You post the website on the video and then a link to the website as well. Okay, so we've gone so much into the visa aspect as well, and most of these students come in. I think the misinformation is too much, and a lot of them too, I don't know how they are seeing the US, because we are living the practical part of the US, and if you read on the internet, that's theory. And if this theory was working, the US should be full of students by now. Nobody would have been refused. So what would you have to tell them concerning misinformation? How should they go about gathering accurate and quality information for their applications and stuff? Okay,
thank you, Joe. I dedicated like 7 months of my life to help international students. And this is something I did as a phase in my life to set aside to also help people and change, change their destinies. So during that period, there are sort of information, this misinformation I'm talking about. But all I can tell them is that, like our channel like this, we share authentic information from the source. So if you have any question about MPOWER, don't go and read on the internet. You can even come to us. You're right. Now, and we have a lot of WhatsApp pages that they join. Some guys are also good there. But the point is, you are the driver of your own car. You need to take matters into your own hands. Ask the relevant questions. Don't take only one answer. Compare them. If you ask one question and you get series of answers from different people, you get some points from some will be correlating, and you just use that. Don't just read one thing and think you know everything, right? So ask questions. Keep on asking. Initially in Ghana, people went. My friend who got the visa with $88,000 never used any bank statement. But now the dynamics is shifting. That if you present to MPOWER, based on the system currently, you need to also have some bank statement of the person you're saying. You see, so you should be abreast with what is happening. And to do that, try and join our platform.
Our WhatsApp.
It's
a big community. We are over 400.
Over
400.
So students. It will help them as well.
And you're going to get quality information in our WhatsApp. So if you want the link to our WhatsApp group, you ask for the link in the comments. We'll post it. And then if you post it for someone, you can join, because I think we've taken out a lot of permissions from the link, so anybody can join. But the thing is, if you are joining our group, it's a professional platform. We don't discuss football there. We don't discuss movies. We don't discuss nonsense there. Okay, it's a professional platform. It's about schools, admissions, and if you are a travel agent or something, our platform is not for you. You don't come there to advertise fraudulent stuff. We don't do those kind of stuff on our platform. It's only for funding students, and we have if it's not me or Pambo or certain few people will tell you about. You don't take answers from anybody.
Exactly.
because misinformation is everywhere. If you take a wrong information, you don't blame
I
us.
remember one guy was having this back and forth with you that second year you pay around $600 or something because of loans.
I'm facilitating loans for I've facilitated loans for over 10,000 students. So what do you have to say about the misinformation on the students' path concerning the visas, loans, and everything?
Okay, so I'll just say that you should always verify the source of information that we get. If it's about MPOWER loan, you can go to MPOWER website to check for yourself, or reach out to us through our YouTube pages and our emails.
You know, we always put our emails.
And the people have been sending a lot of emails in, so if you send and if you don't receive a response, it's not intentional.
You should.
So it normally takes time to address them. Because
me personally, sometimes in a day I receive about 50 emails.
You see,
So the fact that I do not respond immediately does not mean I will not respond. And then sometimes to please ask legal questions. Okay, some of the questions they ask
I know,
is so I cannot respond to that. Imagine a student asking me that he's owing on his loans, he's owing banks. So he's asking me, will MPOWER refuse his loan? Or can I just help him so that he will not consider? Please, if I owe him, pay. That is not my job. Somebody to ask a very funny question. That one I cannot even say it because it was so illegal. That his bank is fake, so we didn't catch you. Please, we don't answer those kind of questions. If you have genuine questions, you email us, we will respond. And if you message us on WhatsApp, we are also students. You should take note of that. So sometimes we are in class. The fact that we are online does not mean we are chatting. Okay, sometimes we are also studying in class and all that. But all we can assure you that immediately we see your messages.
You take time to.
We will respond to
on weekends.
We will respond to them and make sure everything is all right. And remember, if you want to pay your I-901 service fee, we've put in a link down the video. Okay, you can go to that website and pay it easily. You don't have to pay through anybody.
I think just reflect within 24 hours.
Within 24 hours, the payment is made.
That's great.
So you don't have to go and print any coupon, go around. No, just
looking for relatives
fill
in
the
the
form. Just fill the form on our website, and then when the payment is done, you receive an email confirmation that the payment has been done on your behalf. So you are just doing the payment on your behalf. Okay, all right. So Opambo, can you conclude today's video?
Okay. So guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like our videos and subscribe to our channel. And we keep bringing you this content. So keep the hopes alive, and don't forget that the dreams should be kept alive. And US is the gateway.
And as I always say, what's important is for you to get here. So always have that in the back of your mind. Get here first. You get here. The rest of the stuff can follow from there. So thank you for watching. So next week I'm going to post a new video.
Obviously.
So if you have any questions, just write in the comment section. And you wait for the next video. Don't be pressured up too much. Somebody emailed me that I'm not responding to his comment on YouTube. And I told the students, you should go and check again. Because
if responded, I know you do well. You do well.
Yes, because when I wake up in the morning, I always go through comments. Unless the question you are asking is illegal for you to respond. Because these things we are doing, US Embassy also watches our videos. Okay, it's not only students that are watching
a lot
our
of
videos,
people.
Especially because we are representing MPOWER. So please, the kind of questions you ask, it shouldn't be illegal questions. Those ones we cannot respond. Like you asking me, okay, if somebody even asks a question in the comments, that if he comes and doesn't go to school and he runs away,
come on,
when MPOWER arrest him, please, I cannot answer this question. I cannot answer this question. So if those kind of questions, then we cannot answer.